Alright, so I'm going to be installing a new intake and turbo inlets on my 2015 2.7 EcoBoost. Here are the new turbo inlets. These are from CVF. So comes with both inlets. These go down on the turbo. All your clamps, then you need to order this. This is separate. Otherwise, you will get a check engine light. I've had the issue in the past. So I'll show you where this goes. And then I got the new S&B intake. I did assemble some of it. It comes in many pieces. So first thing first, I have an aftermarket intake, so it's gonna be different. But I'm gonna start by removing this first, and then I'm gonna get the turbo inlets off. So I'll show you all that when I get to it. Okay, so now that the intake is off, next thing you can do is take off these turbo inlets. And I highly recommend too, if you're just doing the inlets and not an intake, right now at least, or if you already have an aftermarket intake, I really suggest you take off your intake regardless. It'll just make getting on this driver's side one a lot easier. You will struggle if your intake's in the way. So anyways, to get these off, you got a coolant hose here. Just take that out. Then down here, going through your wheel well is your easiest option. The clamp, it's very hard to see. It is a 7mm hose clamp down there on your turbo. That's the only one you got to take off. And then just right here, if I can zoom in on it, there's a little, you can just kind of lift it out. It's just like a little mount. So there you can see it. Lift that out of your inlet. That's the only other thing that holds this one on. And then for the driver's side, you just got to take off all these tubes. So just a few clips, just gotta get your fingers under them and move them back. It's kind of hard to do one-handed. And then this one, a little hose clamp, you might be able to get it with your fingers. Yeah, you can. Pull that off. And then same thing on this one as well. You got just one more. That one, I might be able to do it one-handed. I cannot. But right here you also have this tube. You gotta just twist it and pull it down. Your easiest thing might be able to go under there and take it off as well. I'll show you that. And then you also just have a grommet type thing on the side, just like the other side had, and then another 7mm hose clamp. But to get this tube off right here, you just grab it and you twist it and slide it back. And then same thing up there. That will make it a lot easier to just completely remove this. That way it's not in your way. So I'm gonna need both hands for that. Okay, so now that the charge pipes are out of the way, or the turbo inlets rather, we can begin installing. So I'm going to start with the passenger side, get that one in place, get that one all tightened, and then I'm going to do the driver's side, so I'll show you when those are done. And then one thing to note before you install is that you should install these first onto the turbo inlet. And there is a difference. So the one that is slightly longer does go on the passenger side one. And make sure you leave the clamp loose, just so that way you got some wiggle room in it to get it lined up correctly. Both inlets are installed. And then just so you know, it is a 10mm for all the clamps. So yeah, just make sure you get your coolant hose back over top. Then I do have upgraded charge pipes already, hot and cold side. So I did have to zip tie this one out of the way just for installation, to make it easier. So I'm gonna cut that, and it will still have a little bit of space in between them. And then these ones over here do actually touch, barely. I'm not too worried about it though. Just remember to reinstall your bypass tube along with all your other connections. And then also down at the very bottom on both sides, make sure that the silicone coupler is all the way around your turbo. And then just on both sides, give them a good tug, make sure that it doesn't slide off, because you wouldn't want to have that happen and suck in any unfiltered air. But other than that, I'm going to install the new intake now. Okay, so first thing is to just spray down those 2 grommets, just to make installing this new airbox easier. It won't want to press down very easy, so spray those, that way it'll slide in easy. And then also remove those 2 clips before installing this. So next thing you'll do is install these 2 clips. They are included with the kit. And then down inside here, there's a 13mm bolt that goes through. After that, you can install this piece, and then make sure you attach your couplers. So leave this one off. You can put this one on and slide it in. I also had this one already installed on the airbox. Then you can slide that in, get all your couplers on, and make sure you attach all your hose clamps as well. These are all 8mm. And then after that, you can install your air filter and the cover, so I'll show you that. And then don't forget to install your mass airflow sensor. Okay, so everything is now installed. I got the air filter on, and I routed my mass airflow sensor and put it where it's supposed to go. The airbox does have 2 holes in it too, so I secured that's the factory clip in the harness, and then I added a secondary one up here, just so that the wire is all nice and neat running up to it. All I have left to do is just install the cover, and that is it. Okay, so the airbox lid is now installed. It actually looks really good. Everything turned out very nice. So I'm gonna take it for a test drive, make sure I don't get any lights on the dash, and I will get you some sound clips.